Hello guys, welcome back to another weapon review. This one is going to be on Thatcher. Now, I'm not going to be looking into the shotgun because it's just a terrible choice for him, and I think the only reason they added it is it's faster to add it to his loadout than it is to redo his character art. So I would highly advise not to use that. So the first recoil that we're going to be looking at is on the L85A2. This is a very steady weapon, but I guess I'll just make you see for yourself. So let's try it. So as you can see, very vertical, but curves a tiny bit to the left, but you're probably not going to have to worry about that when you're shooting the gun. I'll try it again, just to make sure. That time it definitely seemed to go to the left more, so I'm going to shoot again and just see what happens, because those two first results vary a lot. Okay, so it's looking like the last two results are the more accurate, so it's sort of curving to the left a little bit more. You might have to compensate for that a little bit, but it shouldn't be a big problem. So now I'm going to be shooting at this wall, trying to compensate for it, just so you can sort of get a general idea of how tight you can get the spread. So as you can see, almost all of those bullets are in the exact same place, and if you're shooting at the head, you're going to hit it. I'll do it again, just to make sure. That one was sort of not quite as good, but, you know, that's just my fault. Not the best shooter ever. So now let's switch on over to the AR-33. Okay, I'm back here with the AR-33. Let's test out the recoil for this. That looks vertical, tiny bit to the right. Yep, that looks like the same thing. So extremely vertical, not much to the right. You shouldn't have to worry about that. I'm going to try controlling it now and see what I can get. That wasn't very good. Try it again. That was much tighter. Yeah, that was pretty good. So keep in mind for the recoil spread thing, or I try to compensate for it, if you're a good player, you're going to be able to get things like that. And if you're a bad player like me, you're going to get this a lot more. You sort of just need more practice with the guns. So that's not totally reliable when I do that, but I hope you get what I mean. So it looks like the AR-33 might have a slightly tighter recoil than the L85 when I try to compensate it for it, but that might just be because I usually use the AR-33 in combat, so I just have more practice with it. Anyways, let's switch on over to see what the damage is, since they both have pretty similar recoil. Okay, so the AR-33 is 42 damage, 749 fire rate, and 5 less bullets in the mag than the L85A2. So 42 damage is pretty good. I mean, not shabby at all. The fire rate is sort of average, so I mean, it's okay. And it does have slightly under the standard capacity for the mag. So the issue is the higher fire rate is going to make you lose bullets faster, and since you have less bullets, you're going to have to reload much more with the AR-33. The L85A2 has a pretty slow fire rate. It does do 3 more damage, though, per shot, and it has the standard 30 mag capacity. So one thing is, I'm not sure how people calculate this. All I know is from what I've heard is that the AR-33 is half of the range that the L85 has, so that means it'll lose damage over range much faster than the L85 does. So if you think about what Thatcher does, he helps Thermite bridge through walls, okay? So he's going to want to stay alive to help Thermite do so, because if he's not alive and they have the walls jammed, Thermite can't do what he needs to do, which is a very important thing. So you're going to want to stay back away from the action and sort of snipe from farther away. So considering the fall-off damage for the AR-33 is much lower, so you'll lose damage over shorter distances than you will with the L85. So that means the L85 is better for range, and it also does more damage per bullet. So it's going to do more damage at ranges than the AR-33 is. So I'm going to have to recommend the L85 because of this. In close quarters, I would probably prefer the AR-33. So what I would have to say is use the L85 on the bigger maps, and on small maps like House, where you're going to be close up, you're going to want to use the AR-33, because it's much more effective in close quarters, but at long range it really loses some of that. So that's the weapon review, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.